as soon as this week. Joining me now is in the Sunday Morning Futures exclusive is the woman herself, New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik. Congressman, it's great to see you this morning. Thank you for being here.
Great to be with you, Maria.
Can you tell us a little about what President Trump is asking you to do?
Look, this is very important that we put the American people first. Congress must pass this reconciliation package to cut taxes, unleash American energy independence, and secure the border. That was what the president and Republicans ran on, and we need to deliver. And the reality is, this is a historically slim House majority. I know that as a House leader, serving as the House Republican Conference Chair previously, and one of President Trump's top allies. The political realities are what they are, and it's very important that we have every single vote in the House. So I'm proud to be stepping up as a team to support the American people to get this done and to continue to support President Trump. And I believe that we will deliver results as we always have. So I am honored to be a leader once again in the Republican Party to deliver and put the American people first.
So you'll go back to leadership in the House. Do you have any sense of if this reconciliation process will end up being one bill? Because I know President Trump was with Senator Lindsey Graham yesterday. He's trying to convince the president to do it in 2 or even 3 bills.
Well, this is a one-bill approach, and of course, negotiating between the House and Senate is very important. The Senate is working to ensure that the budget passes and comes back to the House. Of course, the House worked very hard, and I supported part of that to unleash this reconciliation package, to deliver the key parts of the president's agenda. Again, securing the border, unleashing American energy independence, booming the economy through historic tax cuts. So I believe this will be a one-bill approach, and that is something that the House Republicans have worked towards. And we will deliver that. But most importantly, Maria, I was proud to be the nominee for the United Nations. It is so important that we step up as a team in so many ways. And I am doing that. And it's been universally praised. And we're going to continue moving forward.
Yeah, I want to ask you about Iran coming out. But first, let's get to the other big news of the weekend. The president of Columbia University is out again. All of this started with your questioning in that hearing. Let's take a look back right now. Here it is.
Calling for the genocide of Jews does not constitute bullying and harassment?
I have not heard calling for the genocide for Jews on our campus.
But does calling for the genocide of Jews violate Penn's rules?
It is a context-dependent decision, Congresswoman.
So the answer is yes, that calling for the genocide of Jews violates Harvard Code of Conduct.
It depends on the context.
It does not depend on the context. The answer is yes, and this is why you should resign. These are unacceptable answers across the board.
And she did resign. You kicked this whole thing off. We have another president of Columbia resigning this weekend. What is your reaction to that and the fact that President Trump has gotten tough, saying he will pull federal funding unless they get a handle on stopping this anti-Semitism at universities across the country?
Well, we have seen 6 high-profile university presidents resign, 2 of which are from Columbia, because these university presidents have failed to show moral, strong leadership. And President Trump, as he campaigned on, is holding them accountable. The decision to withhold federal funding from Columbia, that's what the American people wanted. That is what they voted for, because these universities have failed to make sure that they are following their own rules. They have failed to protect Jewish students, and we will continue to highlight a spotlight. But the fact that we're on the 3rd Columbia University president, and this one, let's be honest, Maria, is not going to last as well. It's already come out that she has criticized and belittled the House investigation and the accountability measures and has failed to protect Jewish students. So again, this is strong leadership from President Trump. I'm going to continue to lead this effort in holding higher ed accountable, standing up to be good stewards of U.S. taxpayer dollars, and combating the rot and the scourge of anti-Semitism in higher ed.
I believe she said the hearings on anti-Semitism is Capitol Hill nonsense.
Exactly. That is what this latest Columbia University president said. That's why it's untenable for her to be in this position. And I think it is only going to be a matter of weeks before she is forced to step down as well. They still don't get it. The faculty doesn't get it. These radical far-left students doesn't get it. But the fact that President Trump, not only is he revoking the visas for the pro-Hamas foreign agitators and anti-Semites on campus, he's also withholding those federal dollars. These universities are not entitled to those federal dollars. They have to ensure that they are protecting Jewish students on campus. So, again, we are just seeing a failure within higher education. The Secretary of Education, Linda McMahon, has done a tremendous job forcing these universities to address this crisis on campus, and we're going to continue to use our ability on Capitol Hill and our appropriations and our oversight of these higher ed dollars to hold them accountable.
Yeah, you are on the Armed Services Committee in the House. I want to get your take about something else here with regard to foreign policy, and that is Iran. President Trump broke the news with me a couple of weeks ago that he sent a letter to the Ayatollah Khomeini opening up talks. It looks like he has had an impact. They apparently leaked the letter on social media, and it looks like he could actually be opening up a conversation here. Here's the president with me 2 weeks ago. Watch this.
I've written him a letter saying, I hope you're going to negotiate, because if we have to go in militarily, it's going to be a terrible thing for them.
You wrote a letter to the Khomeini?
Yes.
When did you send the letter?
Yesterday.
And you said you better negotiate, or we want you to negotiate?
I didn't say you better. I said, I hope you're going to negotiate, because it's going to be a lot better for Iran. And I think they want to get that letter. The other alternative is we have to do something, because you can't let them have a nuclear weapon.
The letter was posted on Sky News Arabia, apparently. It's very direct. It was actually well done. I want to get your take on what you want to see out of Iran and whether or not we'll see serious change here from that regime.
We are seeing serious change from the failures of Joe Biden. This is President Trump's America First, peace through strength. I think this shows strong American leadership, especially after 4 years of catastrophic weakness under Joe Biden, when you had Iran on the march, including increasing their funding for terrorist proxies like Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. President Trump is going to ensure that his maximum pressure campaign on Iran continues to absolutely abysmally obliterate the Iranian economy and put peace first, peace in the Middle East first. And I know that President Trump is absolutely committed to ensuring Iran never gets nuclear weapons capability. And we will be working with him every step of the way on the House Armed Services Committee and the House Intelligence Committee. But I think, once again, it shows the stark contrast of the weakness of Joe Biden and the 4 years of where Iran was on the march, threatening the region, threatening Israel, attacking Israel directly, funding the most catastrophic terrorist event and the bloodiest day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust on October 7th. It takes President Trump to step up and show this peace through strength leadership.
Unbelievable. And, of course, we're seeing that kind of leadership at the border as well, all of the illegal immigration now opening up worries about the northern border as well. Congressman, we'll be watching your work. We so appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Thanks, Maria.
New York Congresswoman Elise Stefanik.